We're here with Chris Friedland, the founder and CEO of Improvement Direct, which is one of the nation's largest online retailer of lighting and plumbing and kitchen gear. A company Chris started when he was young, and it's grown to something north of 120 million in sales these days, and very profitable. Chris, you're a very young guy. How did you get this started, and how did it get from zero to being a pretty substantial company?
Well, originally Improvement Direct was a grad school project. So the concept was we could compete against Lowe's and Home Depot by jumping into a niche vertical and selling specifically faucets on the internet. And we were so successful at selling just faucets, we figured rather than just focus on plumbing, why don't we expand into multiple categories? So we grew the business out of plumbing into lighting, into door hardware, into numerous direct branded verticals. So Faucet Direct, Lighting Direct, Handlesets.com. So we grew the business to about $55 million in 2007 when I sold it to British conglomerate Wolseley PLC out of London.
And you're still there, and you've doubled it actually in the last couple of years, and you're looking forward to doing more things.
Almost triple.
Almost triple. That's fantastic. How did you hear about the CEO project? What caused you to do this? Because you certainly could have done other things.
Well, I've been solicited by Vistage and YPO, and I examined the programs, and wasn't what I was looking for. So I got a call from Janine, and somehow she managed to get through the PR department to set up an interview with you and I was incredibly skeptical. I thought, okay, well, another YPO, another Vistage, not really interesting. But what was different is in the initial call between you and I, is at the end of the call, you actually offered some tools up to improve my performance. So I was pretty stunned, and in a lot of the advice that you gave actually had a positive impact immediately on the business. So I thought, okay, well, there's some real value here. You lured me out, and you invited me out to the first group meeting.
Invited.
Yeah, and I was skeptical initially, and I thought, well, and I'm actually on the plane out to Colorado, and I'm thinking, how did I get talked into this?
Yeah, what's up with this?
This is not going to be. This is a waste of my time. Well, it's a nice trip to Colorado. I've never been, but after the first group meeting, I really realized how powerful what we do here is, and how it would help me improve my role as CEO, especially being a founder, with not a lot of extensive business experience coming into this. I think evolving into that role, having that peer group has been just had more of an impact than anything else I do.
And how did you actually use the process to help grow and make some of the decisions that you made?
Well, a lot of the tools have been helpful. So the X-ray that you've created, along with 360-degree reviews, those tools specifically have helped me improve the operating results of the company.
And one of the things, you're young and entrepreneurial and unbelievable energy and unbelievable intelligence, and you've been accused in your group of even having too many ideas. Right?
Yeah.
So has the group helped you focus on the things that matter and saved you for something?
Absolutely. I mean, every time I go into a group meeting now, I have some trepidation, because I know it's almost like it's a board, but unlike a board who have their own biases, and either they're going to be overly supportive or have their own agendas. These people have no financial. They're there simply to give their own objective feedback. And I know when I go into that meeting, I need to be prepared, and I'm going to have to confess all of my sins. And I walk away from these meetings focused, with a list of stuff to do that I know is going to have direct impact on the business. And I'm almost proud to come back to the group the next quarter and show them, based off some of the things that we talked about, I've implemented them, and here's the impact that we've had on the company, the financial performance of the company. So.
And where do you see Improvement Direct going from here?
Well, I appreciate your kindness, but we're the third largest online home improvement retailer, next to the two multi-billion-dollar big box stores. So I really think over the next number of years that we are in medal contention to potentially be the largest online retailer of home improvement business. Home improvements.
That's pretty exciting. And in your CEO journey, what advice would you give sort of any aspiring entrepreneurial CEO?
I think, especially as an entrepreneurial CEO, some of the best advice is to get involved with some type of peer group where you're going to get the opportunity to draft off of their experience and their mentorship as you develop yourself as a CEO. Because I mean, it's kind of like the chicken or the egg. What are great CEOs born great CEOs, or they become great CEOs? And I think what I've learned through the group is that if you have the the core business acumen to start a business and make it successful doesn't necessarily mean without training that you can become an excellent CEO. And that's what this process and that's what this group has done for me, is helped me. One day I want to become the 10x CEO. I still think I'm probably in the 4 to 5 range, but I'm working.
You're getting
on it.
you're getting there fast. You're doing a great job, and thanks for being a part of the program.
Thank you.